Bing bong! What is up, fellas? Hey, Mob looks different today.
Sure does.
He grew a beard finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked so baby-faced before that I just decided, you know what? Enough is enough. It's time I have a glow up. And I did.
Yeah, good for you, Mob.
Yeah. I think I look so much better this week than I have in weeks past.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've been meaning to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
It's a joke. That's not really Mob, guys.
Oh, got you.
We fooled you. But we'll get to that here in a second. But first and foremost, welcome to the 103rd episode of the CineBoiz podcast, part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network. We are the CineBoiz. We are the TV, movie, gaming, entertainment branch of Cork Bats. And if you don't know what Cork Bats is, shame on you. Be sure to follow them on social media and visit corkbats.com. Hey, I have a question for you, actually, Austin. I noticed the Instagram. Did it go back to CorkBats2?
No, it should still be Cork Bats.
Okay, maybe it was just a glitch or something.
We made the switch probably like 2 months ago back to old Cork Bats, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because it's like, all right, we're back to at Cork Bats on all socials.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad thing. Rest in peace for the old Instagram account. Yeah. It's dead. It's gone for good now.
Such a bummer.
All of our followers and content just in the ethos of the internet.
Yeah. Well,
Damn
hey,
you, Dana.
Like I said, you can follow Cork Bats on social media. It's at Cork Bats on Twitter and Instagram. And yes, like I said, be sure to check out corkbats.com. And guys, happy International Dog Father's Day to all who celebrate. I think we're all dog fathers.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So today's our day. Today's a big day for us. So if you are also the father of a dog, be sure to let everyone know that it's your day. Yeah. Well, hey, let's get to some housekeeping items real quick, and then we're gonna get rolling into it. Because guys,
I think Dog Fathers 2 is a little bit better than Dog Fathers, though.
Yeah.
Personally,
That's
It is up for
critic
debate.
consensus.
Yeah.
yeah.
And universally, everyone kind of disliked Dogfather 3.
Yeah. Dogfather 3.
Oh, yeah. Dog Fathers, they never.
As a
shut up.
standalone, it's a fine movie.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, let's get some real quick housekeeping items because then we got a lot to get into. Gosh, I don't even know if we're gonna have time. I really don't. I know that joke's dead, but I'm gonna keep just hammering away at it. Yeah. If you're watching us live on our Twitch page right now, thank you so much. Please consider following. This is where you can watch us live for podcast recordings and sometimes more. Following costs you absolutely nothing, and you could be entered to win prizes in the future if you do. Let's try to get, what do you say, 2 new followers today? Yeah.
Reasonable.
2. We want 2 new followers. So if you're just out there lurking in the chat, just come hang out with us, say hi, and then give us a follow. It's free. You can also subscribe to our channel if you want. We are Twitch affiliates. That's a big deal. So if you want to subscribe and pay a little monthly fee, we'll take it. We like money. But hey,
like to make more of it,
of course. But don't feel obligated. Don't put yourself in financial jeopardy just to be a subscriber to the CineBoiz on Twitch. Yeah, and if you're watching us later on the Cork Bats YouTube page, thank you so much. Help us to continue to grow that channel by subscribing, liking this video, rating, reviewing, all that good stuff. Costs you nothing. It helps Cork Bats out big time. And if you're unable to watch us live and you don't want to watch us later on the Cork Bats YouTube page, keep in mind, we are a podcast, just a humble podcast, and you can find us anywhere podcasts are found. And please consider rating, reviewing, following, and subscribing. Again, costs you nothing, goes a long way for us. And then one last time, be sure to check out corkbats.com. We got our review of Jurassic World Dominion up now.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, was that a bummer.
not great. Swing and a miss.
Ugh.
A lot of the people don't agree with you, though.
Yeah,
it's
that's
doing
the thing.
well on
I
Rotten
think there's a
Tomatoes.
lot of I think there's a solid group out there on the internet that really enjoyed that they got pandered to essentially, because that's all.
But
it is.
I don't know what part of it was the pandering.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It was fine.
And then also where are the damn dinosaurs? There's barely any dinosaurs in the movie.
Yeah, they were like background noise.
Yeah.
Instead, they focused on locusts.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
Spoiler
There was
alert,
a whole
but-
nother plot that had nothing to do
Right.
with the Jurassic Age whatsoever.
Right.
It's hey, we're going to make this about animals that are attacking us. Oh, you mean dinosaurs? No, we're going to go with locusts this time.
And I hated that every single character of the movie was a main character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
There were
never
like
works.
very few like
Yes.
characters that were not main characters,
Ugh.
and they were always all together. And like, I hated the which can I give a spoiler?
Yeah, just do
Jurassic
it.
World
Just
spoiler. Okay,
Yeah.
if you haven't
Yeah.
seen Jurassic World, maybe fast forward or whatever, or just pause us for a little bit. Since every character was a main character, you knew no one was going to die off.
Right.
So I'm watching this movie and they're going up against actual dinosaurs, and I'm like, there's nothing, like, I'm not nervous. I'm not
Yeah.
worried that anyone's going to die.
Right.
And it really felt like two separate movies put together
Yeah.
because you've got the Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas.
You got it. You're
Yeah.
good. Keep going.
Whoa, Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
And then the originals, like just on two separate, like, I don't know, not even like collision courses necessarily. They just ended up together.
Yeah. They just happen to be in the same geographical location by the end of the movie.
And like
Right.
the entire premise of like the original film was like life finds a way, don't try and like, go against nature. It will always, it will always destroy you. Reptiles don't, care about humans. And then in this movie, it's literally like, oh, I've befriended a velociraptor and I'm going to save its baby raptor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
right.
I just felt that was a little too Disney for me. I don't know.
We do know one thing from this movie, Tom. The movie theaters are back for real this time. Like Top
Yeah.
Gun brought them all the way back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Tom went to see with a friend, and our friend didn't get a ticket, and like beforehand.
Yeah.
You tell.
Yeah,
us.
so I bought my ticket. Like we had agreed like a few weeks ago, like, yeah, let's go see this. It's his birthday weekend. I'd be happy to go see it. I bought my ticket in advance, just like the day of, and I show up at 7, and he's just like, "Well, sold out. I guess we can't go." And it's just like, "You can't, but I sure can." And I went in, and it was a packed house for this movie. Like, it was like 2019 all over again. It was awesome. So I did appreciate that.
I just can't believe that this was the movie that packed it out.
Yeah, because I saw Top Gun, which was a way better movie, and it was pretty empty.
Interesting.
But this one was full.
Yeah, because Top Gun is still making money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
rightfully, Top Gun did it right.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no CGI in Top Gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
All practical.
Meanwhile, Jurassic World was like, hey, we're gonna phone it in, and I almost feel like the CGI has gotten worse.
It's worse.
Oh, it's worse.
Like the CGI in the original
real
Jurassic
bad.
Park,
It still looks good.
is better than what this CGI is today, and I don't get it. How has that happened? It's like in Major League Baseball when back in the day, like pitchers, Cy Young would pitch every single day and never throw out his arm. Meanwhile, pitchers today are pitching, like they're bigger, faster, stronger, but they're pitching less.
They're pitching
Like they're
150
on like
innings. Yeah.
stricter pitch counts. Like, how is this happening? How are we going in reverse in that sense?
Yeah, and I put it in the review, which you can check out on corkbats.com. But essentially, I put it in the review that like I will never not notice CGI. Like I'm always going to notice when something is CGI, and it's always going to pull me out of it. That's why I love animatronics. I love puppets, dude.
Yes.
Big puppet
That's
guy.
So good.
And that's why Jurassic Park felt so real and still does. It still holds up.
Yeah.
Like you go, but even the CGI, like it's not bad. Like
Yeah.
it's like you just because every other dinosaur feels real. Like Dr. Grant like literally rests his head on that sick
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triceratops' stomach.
Yeah.
Give me more scenes like that.
Yeah. And plus, like the T-Rex scene, when the T-Rex first shows up, like that's a animatronic giant T-Rex.
Yeah.
And you're
Right.
like,
The thing
that's
is real.
really there. I know that's there.
And
it
that
makes it
doesn't
easier.
even happen till like the second act of the film.
Right.
Right.
It's
Like
late.
they built suspense the entire movie. And meanwhile, in this one, like you have a velociraptor chase scene, like before the opening credits are done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
They lay their cards out on the table way too early.
Yeah, they tried to they tried to squeeze way too much into like such a short amount of time.
I think it's safe to say that we've gotten 5 sequels to Jurassic Park now. Not a single one of them is considered to be great. So I think it's safe to say that Hollywood has proven that you can't make a good sequel to Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Even Steven Spielberg, his one follow-up was not good.
Right.
So
Right. I'm hoping this is let's have Jurassic
Let's end
Park
it.
go and extend.
I don't know. Tom
Yeah.
would see it in a sold out theater if it makes money.
Yeah, I
That's-
know.
well,
You
yeah.
know
Making 'em.
they're not going to stop making them. Well, they say this was the last one, but it's like if it made money, Universal's going to make another one. It's just there's 10 Fast and Furious movies.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think that's why no one was killed off, and they introduced a new character. It's the final installment, and you're still introducing new characters to us.
It's dumb. Well, dang. Go see Jurassic World Dominion. You've now heard our glowing
Or
review of
don't.
it. But
It'll be
hey,
fine.
I'm
Just watch
Kenny.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, just do that. It's on HBO Max. I'm Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the CineBoiz podcast, and today I am joined not by Mob. That's not Mob. That's our good friend Austin Huff. Austin, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Well, let me
It's
ask
good to
you-
see you guys.
Oh, man,
it's
it's so
good
great
to
to have
see
you
you guys
back.
where you can see me back because I when I watch every week, it's like, oh man, my boys. But now it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Now it's like now I can like actually interact and not just via the chat and everything.
Sure.
It's
It is
great.
nice.
It feels great.
Yeah. But Austin, yeah, we're happy you're here, man. It's been a while since you joined us. Let me ask you this: what are you big on?
I'm big on a brand new show, a one that I just heard about last night, and I started it last night. Some friends of mine were talking about it, and I had never heard of it until and I don't know how, but it is great. And forgive me if you guys have hit on this before on the show, but I'm probably late to the party on this one, but it's a show on HBO called The Other Two.
I haven't watched it.
I don't think I've heard of
God.
this.
No, I know what it is though. Yeah.
It-
I don't.
It's fantastic.
incredible. So it's so Molly Shannon's in it, and it's basically like a Justin Bieber type story where this kid rises to fame out the gate at like as like a teenager, a preteen or something, blows up, and the other two, like the show is about his other two siblings who are much older than him, and they're also like struggling artists and stuff, and it is. I've only knocked out a couple of episodes, but I'm all in on this show. Like the writing is fantastic, the acting is great. I think it's a few SNL alums are like the writers and stars in it, and yeah, just I couldn't recommend it more. And I'm only 2 episodes in, and I'm already like, yeah, you got to watch this.
I've almost watched it a couple times just because like the thumbnail is Molly Shannon just like it's like that looks funny, and it's been in my list for a little bit now. Yeah.
It is. And Moreno, what's his name?
Ken Marino.
Ken Marino is the
I like
dad married to Molly Shannon. And like, first of all, anything he's in, I'm already in. Like Wet Hot American Summer. He was in a show called Marry Me that I think lasted 1 season. He was in a movie called The 10. I don't know if you ever saw it with Paul Rudd.
The 10.
Fantastic satirical comedy with that, and it's all about the 10 Commandments, and it's 10 different short stories in this movie, and he's in it, and it's just incredible.
Yeah, it's like me and my fiance are late to the party on the other two also, but we started it a couple weeks ago, and yeah, we love it. It's so funny. So be sure to check that out. It's on HBO Max. Well, Austin, thank you. We're glad to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me.
But let's move on to Kevin. Kevin, what are you big on?
I was going to talk about a show, but I audibled at the last minute because I just saw this on Twitter. Nerf guns, everyone knows them, came out with a new official mascot, and it's I put the pictures in the chat. His name is Murph, and he looks pretty scary. He's just a big like. It's like a ghillie suit, but made of Nerf darts, and we'll put this up in a
That's
clip
crazy.
later. But I just thought, what this is a product for kids. Let's make this man look like he's gonna hunt you for your human flesh.
Yeah.
Is it an action figure?
No,
Is it a suit that you wear?
it's a real
Wild.
guy.
It's
a real
guy.
person
Yeah, but
in
no
a real
face.
suit. But no
No
face,
face.
just all Nerf darts. Kind of like if Chewbacca was made of Nerf darts.
Right.
This
The
is
best way I could
fantastic.
describe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Hilarious.
But also,
Nerf.
yeah, Murph the
Nerf.
Nerf.
No, Nerf.
Nerf. Yeah, Murph
Nerf.
the Nerf.
It should be
Nerf.
Nerf.
Nerf Nerf.
Nerf derp. Love
Agreed.
it.
So if you're out there and thinking about a Nerf gun, maybe take a look at this picture first. And
Yeah, imagine
maybe
that thing
dissuade
chasing you, hunting
Yeah,
you
how
down.
scary.
I probably have nightmares about it. I'm sure there will be children that have nightmares about Nerf.
Universal, nix the Jurassic Park sequel you're gonna do, and just make a movie about Murph.
Give us a
Please.
Murph movie.
It's what the people want.
Because a movie just called Murph is a pretty awesome movie title anyway.
Yes.
Just give us that.
Yeah, and then Murph 2.
Murph too.
Yes, Murph 2.
I'd watch the entire franchise. It doesn't matter how many Murph movies you put out. I'll watch them all.
Yeah, you could make it a horror movie. You could make it realistic. Whatever, I would watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could a coming of age movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
So
a
many
young man trying to
possibilities.
find his way in this world. He's different than everybody else, but
Because he's literally
people
made of
accept him in
Nerf.
the end. Yeah.
You know, he's like just people just don't understand him. You
Yeah.
know, and he's just trying to find his way through this life.
Well, cool, Kevin, man.
Yeah, you're
I'm
welcome.
glad
for
you brought
that.
this to our attention. This is great.
I like how he was like, I actually was big on something else, but this
This
crossed
takes
my
the
eye.
cake.
I'll save it for next week.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. And then we got our good friend, Mr. Tom Bragg. Tom, how are you?
Yo, I am swell.
Good. What are you big on?
So I actually just finished volume 1 of Stranger Things last night, and I am stoked.
Yeah.
It got me jazzed,
It's good.
and I can't wait for volume 2. I think it's gonna be rock solid.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah,
When's it come out?
July 1st.
Yes,
July
a couple
1st.
weeks.
I was pleasantly surprised because I feel like it ran the risk of like having too many storylines, but I feel like the last couple of episodes have really kind of brought everything together.
Yeah.
And each like story also isn't like super convoluted. Like each one's fairly easy to follow. So I thought that was great.
Yeah, I agree with you. The only downside I have to it is that like I really enjoyed like the first couple of seasons where literally everyone was together. Like
Right. Yeah. That's what's been kind of tough.
Yeah.
But I feel like they have walked that line of keeping everything, everything that is separate, of like not making it too outrageous, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's good. It's for sure good. Yeah, so check that out. And then volume
Very
2.
scary. Very
Yeah,
scary.
spooky.
You know, one thing I am ready to be over is Kate Bush song is great, but
Yeah. Let's move on.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it's kind of everywhere right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's funny because I never heard that song before.
I
Never.
was getting coffee this morning, and there was a Kate Bush like remix on in the coffee shop, and I was like, "What are we doing here?" It was like a club remix.
And
in a
I looked
coffee
her
shop.
up. I looked her up like recently, and it's just like she's got an entire catalog. Like, what else does she have?
The best thing is she's making bank off of this.
Right.
Because she
Yeah.
owns. I read she
Apparently-
owns like all
Only
the
took
rights and
40
everything to
years.
the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently it's her first top 10 hit ever.
I love
And
that.
it came 40 years later.
It reminds me of Gloria a couple years ago when the blues
Yeah.
a little different because it's much more wide scale, but like someone 30 years later just making bank
Yeah.
off their only song.
You know what's funny is that song, like, I love it. Like, Gloria. Like,
Oh yeah, great
Good
song.
song.
and there's an episode of South Park, which I watched the other day randomly, and it was making fun of Stranger Things. And they're like, yeah, let's just go on an adventure and just have kick-ass 80s music playing in the background. So I think it's like Butters has like Pandora up, and he just puts 80s music in, and the song is Gloria. And they're like, this doesn't fit the situation.
I was working in radio in St. Louis during that cup run, and it was we started playing it, obviously coming in and out of breaks, and just all the time, always playing it. And one day, Laura Branigan, the singer of the song, tweets at us, like tweets at the station, tweets at the Blues, like tweets at and we're like, oh my gosh, Laura. And then coming to find out, Laura Branigan's been dead for like
She's
10
been dead
years.
for a long time.
She texted you
What?
from the grave, or tweeted at you from the grave?
Yeah. Apparently, the ghost of Brannigan is tweeting, and she was tweeting up a storm that cup run, jumped all in on the Blues, and I'm like, this is, I don't know how I
That's
feel.
how you know
about
it's
this.
fate when you got ghosts tweeting for you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yikes,
right. That's
talk about
probably
Stranger
how the
Things.
Blues won. Honestly, he's
Yeah,
like
but-
angels in the outfield, but
Yeah,
but Brannigan
Yeah.
in the
Brannigan in the
In the ice
crease.
rink.
the Zamboni. I don't know.
Zamboni.
That's a reach. We're reaching. Mr. Rima in the chat says, damn, Mob looks hot today. We agree with you, Mr. Rima.
Hey,
He does.
Nice.
I've just been working out, new protein powder that I've been trying out, and thanks, guys. I appreciate all the love and support.
That's exact. I thought that was Mob for a second. That sounded just like him.
Mob usually he talks with that swagger and that cadence. It's just like, dude.
Yeah.
I need like a
Sup,
I need like a
guys?
fresh part. I need to like
Yeah, there you go.
pull my hair over
Yeah,
and have a fresh
real.
part.
It's cut like it's pristine cut. The way
Oh,
that
yeah.
it parts.
It's like he goes to the barber every week.
Except that his wife cuts his hair.
She does a
Really?
great job.
She does a great
does
job.
A great job. She's got it figured out.
So she's like a doctor
Yeah.
and a really good barber.
He really figured it out, man.
Yeah.
How? Yeah. Does he bring anything to the table in that relationship?
He's got some. He makes
I don't
some
know.
good. He makes good cookies.
Okay.
He makes some good pumpkin bread. I've had that too. It's also pretty tasty.
He's a great baker. Real good baker from
A
scratch.
master baker.
Yeah.
master baker.
Yeah, really, really good.
He master bakes all the time.
He's also in charge of, basically getting our podcast out on a weekly basis. Do you think Kate knows how to do that?
Yeah.
Doubtful.
No, you're right.
So-
You're
Doubtful.
right. There's
don't
not
know.
a chance
There
she
you
knows
go.
how to do that.
Enough about Mob's baking. Kenny, what are you big on?
I'm glad you asked. I got this new TV, and it's like changed my life. You can't
you,
really
like-
tell on Zoom or on
Can
Twitch.
you point your camera at it for a minute? I
Yeah.
want to see the full.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Take a look at this
and
warlock.
didn't you have one of those TVs that lit up the back wall as you're watching stuff?
Well, I had an LED strip on the back of it, so like
Oh, okay.
I still have the LED strip. I don't know if I want to put it on this TV yet, because it's a lot bigger than the old one, and it may not fit.
That isn't. Well, what are the inches?
We got 65 inches on this bad boy,
Nice.
which
Damn. Hey,
some would say
ladies.
for a small apartment is overkill. I disagree.
I've got a question right off the bat for you.
Okay.
That plant overlapping the screen, and how do you feel about that?
Well, from that angle, it looks like it's overlapping the screen. It actually isn't.
Okay.
It's actually out of the way of the screen.
I was gonna say if you're watching like Rambo or Predator or Jurassic
It fits
Park,
right
It
in.
probably
Yeah,
I
fits.
feel
then
like
it's
you're in the
like,
jungle.
whoa,
Plus, you got these
a 3D
plants over
TV.
here. It really adds to the effect. Plus, a cat scratcher, which is always found in a jungle.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's great. I'm really happy with it. It'll be a lot better. We're gonna mount it, get a new credenza, because as you can see, this IKEA credenza, not great. So
That's the most I've heard the word credenza in like.
Yeah.
30
I was gonna
seconds
say
span
I've
in, like,
never
a decade.
I've
Maybe.
never heard the word credenza in just everyday
The
conversation.
last time I heard the word credenza was 2009.
Yeah.
well, I used to say entertainment
Not just
center, but apparently that's
3
not
times.
the correct term.
I
I've
used
been
to try
told.
and get into sporting events by showing a credenza, but
Yes.
they never.
Show us your credenzas.
Sir, we need your credentials.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's
shit.
just pictures of like
credenza.
just like pictures of like West Elm on your phone. Here you go. Check it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm big on. It's a good TV. I'm happy with it. Well, guys, let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about today. I think we should start with gaming news, just to get it out of the way. But there was something that I am very excited about. They finally showed gameplay for Starfield, which is Bethesda's new action RPG that's been in the works since I think they announced it in 2018. So 5 years. It comes out early next year, 2023. So it'll be 5 years from when they announced it. But it looks awesome, and I'm gonna play it because I'm a big Bethesda guy.
I always get nervous when games are built up for 3, 4, or 5 years, and like Cyberpunk turned out to just be garbage.
Trash.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what concerns me. They showed the gameplay, and it doesn't look great yet.
Yikes.
It looks a little rough.
How can they
Clunky.
develop something for 10 years and it be clunky? I'll never understand.
I always have that same thought, but then again, like I think about like if somebody were to ask me like, how do you design a game? I wouldn't know the first thing. I would not be able to tell you. So like we're hard on people who make video games when we don't get what we want, but then again, they're also like literally creating a miracle.
I bet Mob's wife knows.
She probably
Probably.
does.
Yeah.
She probably
In
does.
her spare time that I'm sure she has a lot of.
Yeah, I'm sure she's.
Another thing Mob doesn't bring to the table.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's true. That's a good.
You know what? How do we feel about just getting Kate on the pod and maybe just giving Mob the old stanky boot?
Well, I've had the idea, and I've passed this to Catherine of doing the Senegals, the Cine loved ones.
I've
Ooh,
wanted
the
that
Senegals.
for a long time.
Yeah.
And for them to just show up and do the podcast like nothing is different.
Here's the thing. I think Laura and Kate would be game it would take a lot of convincing to get Amy and Catherine to do it.
I think Amy and Catherine are pretty similar, and I don't know that there's actually anything I could do to make her do that.
Yeah. So check out.
But it's a dream of mine. It is a dream.
Yeah.
Kevin, to answer your question about like how can you develop a game for 10 years and still be clunky, I have a strong feeling that next year when college football comes back out,
it's gonna
video game,
be rough. You think?
I think it's gonna suck, and I think we're all getting our hopes up. Everyone's
the thing is, I'm pre-ordering it as soon as I can. It's not a. But you're right. It's gonna be this. Yeah. Well, I don't know. They haven't made any advancements in football games in the last 10 years anyway.
And that's the thing too. It's like if college football was always had better gameplay than Madden, in my opinion.
For sure.
And when they come out with the new version of it, I don't know. I'm worried that either the Madden team's gonna
I hope it's
take it over, or I don't know. I'm setting the bar low. Like I'm having low expectations.
I'm afraid that what they're going to do is they're going to emphasize online play when all I want to do is run the dynasty. That's all anybody wants out of this game.
You'll get it.
Yes.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to buy it. I'm going to play it. It's going to suck. And I'm like, you know what? I'm actually just going to go back and play 14 to scratch this itch.
Right.
Playing a 9-year-old video game.
My expectations for college football are the same expectations I have for Mizzou college football. It's like every year I'm like, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm setting the bar low. Like it's going to be, and then like right before the season starts,
something happens.
My hopes go through the roof. And I'm like, there's a chance we could win the SEC.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
And then that's what's going to happen with this game.
3 games into the
Hopes
season,
are dashed.
7-win season would be a huge success here.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get bowl eligible. My thing with the college NCAA game, I think it probably won't be bad, but I think we'll just have nostalgia glasses on for what it used to be, and it's going to be different. Because Madden's still around. I haven't played Madden in probably like 3 years. I used to play it religiously.
Well, if you played it 3 years ago, you've played the new one.
Yeah, right. It's not that much different. You're right. But yeah, check out Starfield. They also announced Bethesda. Elder Scrolls 6 is coming after Starfield at some point, and then they finally announced Fallout 5.
Ooh.
So you'll probably get Fallout 5. Like, based on how quickly it takes them to make a game now, you'll probably get Fallout 5 when you're like in your 40s.
Yeah,
or at least I'll be in my 40s.
7 maybe.
Out.
PS6.
Yeah, or I'll be in the retirement home.
Are you guys Fallout boys?
I'm a big Fallout boy.
Nice.
I wish I could say I was, just because I want to be a Fallout boy. But
well, the other gaming news that we have for you, probably a little bit more exciting. There is rumors that they're making a remastered GoldenEye 007.
Yes, I heard this.
So essentially what it is, it's the same game. So it's not like a remake.
Excellent.
It's nothing like that, but it's going to be updated to be like playable on current gen. So you'll be able to play the same game. Graphics will actually the graphics will probably look worse on a
because it's in
newer
high
TV,
yeah.
But the gameplay mechanics will still be the same.
Has anybody played GoldenEye at all recently?
Yeah, I bought it because we've got an N64, and I bought like a refurbished copy from Amazon, and it hurts the eyes.
Yeah,
it hurts the eyes.
It is tough to play.
But you get past that first initial and then you just get used to it.
It is tough to play. Like last time I played it, I was like, how did I ever do this?
Very difficult.
Yeah.
The aiming.
Yeah.
How do you even shoot anybody?
It's insane, man. Like you only get
one
stick.
I've thought about just buying like an old school tube TV to make it palatable.
It'll look better on a CRT TV.
And
like
while
a
I'm
TV
at it, maybe,
VCR.
And while I'm at it, get like a VCR and maybe some VHS tapes. I don't know.
That is like something that I think once I have
that.
the space for it, I would probably want to buy an old TV like that so I can play old games and it doesn't throw me off.
When you guys set up your old N64s, did you go through the VCR or did you go through the back of the directly into the TV?
Back of the TV.
TV.
I had one of those TV VCRs, like the one little like 13-incher.
Yeah, it was like connected. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was always confusing when you had to go through the VCR because then you're like, Does it have to be on channel 3? Or
Right.
like,
Yeah.
what's
It was always such a fight between you and your parents too. Like when you had been playing the N64, like, damn it, I just want to watch whatever I want to watch, and they're like it's like, no, mom, you're on channel 4. It's got to be on channel 3, but not. It's like it was always the worst.
It's so weird. Yeah, just real weird how they did that back then.
I just got my N64 back from my sister. My sister's had it for the last probably 20 years. She took it to college with her. And I didn't know it for like the first like 10 years. I just
Thought it was
didn't.
gone.
Yeah, and then she's like, I just saw it at her house one day, and I was like, wait a minute, what is this?
Give it to
Is that
me.
mine? Is that my N64?
Give it to me
She's
now.
like, oh yeah, sorry, I took it.
Yeah.
And then she just now, literally, she's got 3 kids now. She just now brought it back. Like she came up to visit a couple weekends ago and brought it, and she's like, here's your N64. And I was like, thank you. Glad I have this while I'm
20
still
years later.
useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Why you've got so much free time and
Yeah.
But so where the new GoldenEye is it what platform?
So the
All
rumors
platforms?
are that it's going to be remastered for Xbox because
Okay.
Microsoft owns Rare, which is the company that made the game. So chances are it's probably going to come to like Xbox Game Pass for free.
that's cool.
And all I ask, like, leave the game the same. That's okay. I don't mind if the graphics are bad. All I ask is that I can use both joysticks. Like that's all. Like the one joystick.
Yeah,
Like
would be
back
cool.
in the day, you didn't think about it. Like it was
that
fine.
was fine. That's all you needed.
But
I
now
don't
that
think about how hard it is to go up and to the right with one.
yeah, you have to like. There's another button you have to press for him to stop. So it's like his aim gets fixed, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, we're not doing that anymore.
what is this bullshit?
Yeah. So that's all I ask. Just
But the
figure that
rules
out.
still apply. No odd job. You
Yeah.
don't. You're not allowed to play with odd job.
I hope they leave him in. That way, that rule does still apply. Because my fear is that they would just take him out. But
Yeah,
don't
but have
do
you ever
that.
tried to play slappers only with odd job?
Yeah.
It's not-
Slappers only. Gosh, haven't thought about that in 20 years.
What's your favorite
Thinking.
GoldenEye weapon like to choose when you're playing multiplayer? I'm proximity mines all the way. Those are so much fun.
Yeah, I like the. Oh gosh, what was it? It's the silver gun.
Yeah, it's like a submachine gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
was a
I
good
use that
one.
one a
I
lot.
can't remember.
The PP7.
No, the PP7 is just like the regular
That's a
pistol.
handgun.
Oh, that was
That's
the
the pistol.
handgun,
What
yeah.
was the? I
It
know
was
the gun
started
you're
with a
talking
K.
about.
The Moonraker.
No, although that was sweet. I also miss like all like the cheat codes you could put in for GoldenEye.
I think Kenny. I think it was the PP7.
Really?
No, that's the pistol.
There's like the silver one. I don't remember. Well,
I'll go play it tonight.
okay,
I'll
yeah,
let you
do
know.
some
Okay,
research
yeah,
for us,
report
Tom.
back.
Oh, was it the Klob?
Yep, that's it. Club.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Claw.
I was a club boy.
Man.
Yeah.
Speaking of slappers only, I haven't thought about the club in years.
Clap,
Klob.
Oh
clap,
man.
slapping.
Well,
and I'm hoping the new version of the game has Murph Nerf in it.
Oh. How scary would he look in like those graphics?
yeah.
I'm
What's
pretty
this
sure
amorphous box of colors?
the
Terrifying.
way he looks now is the way those graphics look
Yeah.
for like actual
It's
characters.
kind of true. It's like if you could build a character to represent GoldenEye in real life, Murph Nerf
Yeah.
would be
Murph
it.
Each individual pixel is visible.
I kind of want that now.
I want to play GoldenEye now, even though I'm gonna just get frustrated 5 minutes into it. And then in movie news, I know they announced the Knives Out sequel a while back, but we finally got a name for it. It's called Glass Onion.
Let's go.
It's
Glass
a weird
Onion?
name. Mm-hmm. It's a weird name.
Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
I'm in.
Got like a risky business theme to it. The what is the crystal
yeah.
egg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I saw the
That's
title, I
Fabergé.
thought it was an Onion article that was like making fun of the title.
Nope. That's real,
So I
buddy.
didn't believe it.
That's real. That's happening.
So it's gonna be a tearjerker, huh?
I see what you did there. Yeah, so check that out. It's coming out in December-ish. Holiday season is what they said, so that could be November, but be on the lookout for that. And then the bigger news, we are officially getting a Joker sequel, which, do we need one? And I'm not saying that Joker's bad. It's a great movie.
No, it's great. It's great
Fantastic
by
movie.
itself.
But like a sequel, probably, okay, fine. So Joker 2, it is a musical. That is confirmed.
Why?
I'm so out already. It's not even
Yeah.
funny.
That
Not
makes me
excited.
so mad.
Yeah.
And then it's not official yet, but apparently Lady Gaga is in talks to play Harley
Yes,
Quinn.
Lady
Which-
Gaga.
That is a good fit.
Not a musical. I love that. I
Yeah.
think she would be great
Sure.
as Harley Quinn.
Definitely.
I just
but-
don't.
I don't want her going bad romance in the middle of a
Oh
a
man,
serious Joker film. And
Joker
she's
doesn't
gonna
sing.
too.
I don't want Joaquin Phoenix to walk the line.
Yeah.
With like I don't know. I'm not. The first one was so good and so like I left.
Yeah.
I've never. It was one of few movies in my life where I left the theater feeling icky. And like dark and like not comfortable.
Yeah.
But it was a very satisfying.
Yeah, I was
end to it,
satisfied.
because you think, all right, I know generally what's going to happen, and I can leave it.
Right.
And
Yeah,
it's
it
better
was
that
like,
way.
and I say that like no movie has like resonated with me. Like that's great storytelling in my opinion. Like that's that's the sign of a good movie.
Oh yeah.
Or if you leave the theater feeling a certain way,
Yep.
that's
and it
good.
affects
Like,
you for more than 10 minutes afterwards.
Mhm.
Success.
Yeah.
like I left Jurassic World and I didn't feel anything. Left
Yeah.
Top Gun.
I feel-
Feeling like feeling
just-
fired up.
Just feel good.
And Joker, I just felt like I wanted to, go jump off a roof. But like at least
Yeah.
I felt
You
something.
felt something.
Mhm.
I felt
You weren't dead
something.
inside.
And I
Confirmed.
don't want to like leave. I don't want to leave Joker 2 the same way I left La La Land.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's truly a sign of the times. We just can't leave anything alone anymore. We really can't.
No, you can't just leave it. Just leave it be.
It's like if like painting was still as big today as it was back in the day, like we'd have a Mona Lisa too, right?
Yep, we for sure would. Mona Lisa, the glow.
To
up.
Mona, to Lisa.
Yeah. Mona
to
Lisa
Lisa.
smile.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Did
Oh,
anyone
man.
see that guy tried to deface the Mona Lisa a couple
Yeah.
weeks
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
Yes.
He
Which
threw a
seemed like
cake
an
at it.
odd thing because it wasn't it for like climate change to bring awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of love that,
Seems-
like,
seems like an
European
odd-
protests are like, some guy tries to smear cake onto Mona Lisa versus America, which, different story, but different protests for sure.
Yeah.
I like no joke. Yeah, and Tom, like it was about climate change.
Yeah.
I'm so much more aware about climate change now after him
I
smearing
guess.
cake. Like that was the perfect protest in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
You're thinking
you
about
want to
it.
get my attention?
That's true.
Smear,
We are
smear
talking
cake
about
on
it.
some
Yeah.
Renaissance paintings.
Yeah.
I just don't see the connection, but you know what? Go for it, baby.
Yeah.
If you have something to get off your chest, just smear pastry items
How
on
much-
just fine pieces of art.
How much jail time do you think he got for that? Because I'm sure it was jail time.
I don't know.
Probably. Well, I mean, the good news is that at the Louvre they have like a glass protector.
Yeah.
So like he didn't actually get any cake on it.
What a dummy.
If he was smart, he would have like Nick Caged it in National Treasure and like heated it up so fast they had to like take it back and clean it, and then he would have gone back and smeared cake on it.
Well, I'm sure that was his plan A, Kevin.
Yeah, you're right.
He had to
go wrong.
improvise.
That'd
You're
been
right.
funny if like he somehow got in between the glass cage and the wall and like got like and he just like kind of pokes up and he's like and then he like reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a cake and he's just like oh and he like kind of taunts a little
Slowly,
bit.
yeah.
You know, he's like
Should I? Should I not?
Like
he's
a real
oh, like
Mr.
he goes
Bean
for a
type.
fake one and then they're like no and he's like
Just a slow
Gotcha.
smear down. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, what were
Classic-
we talking about?
Classic Renaissance
Check out
art.
Joker 2 when it comes out.
Joker 2 it'll be the smearing of cake on the Mona Lisa of the movie.
Yes, that is a great way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
And then in other news, we are getting Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning are reuniting.
She's gonna get kidnapped again.
Yeah, but it's for
Was she in the
Equalizer
first one?
3. No, she was in Man on Fire when she
Yeah.
was a wee
Oh,
child.
that's right.
This is one of those movies I didn't see. You know, I don't have to see anything. I just know I'm in on it, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
see it.
I'll-
Doesn't matter. Equalizer 2 wasn't even good.
I haven't
but,
even seen Equalizer 1. I've never seen it.
You're in for a
I
treat.
hear good
You
things.
just want to turn your brain off and just let
It's
Denzel
just
kill
yeah,
people.
it's entertaining.
That could be a
Yep.
good thing to watch on this guy.
It would
All
be.
right.
Yeah.
New TV.
And he's just trying to work his TV into
So
every conversation.
showy.
It's gonna make me happy for like 6 days, and then I'm gonna realize like, oh, that's not what happiness is.
Kenny,
Just like
This
every
has
big
to
purchase
be-
I ever make.
this has to be the longest you've ever gone in between buying
It
TVs.
is 7 years, which is
Ken
that's
used to buy a
record.
TV about once a year.
once a
for
year.
those that don't
You gotta
know.
update
Yeah.
once a year. That was my
Once a year.
yeah.
What? So wait, is it Equalizer 3? That's what it is.
Yep.
Three equalizer.
Three quarters.
I like that.
Yes.
Equalizer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she'll be in it. I didn't even know she was still acting. I'll be honest. I know her sister is pretty famous these days, but yeah, good for her. Check it out. Equalizer 3.
Has she been in anything in the last few years?
I'm sure she has, but
Because I honestly get her mixed up with her sister at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Her sister's
See.
like all over the place. She's super famous.
Mom's not here to fact check
Super
our
8.
stuff.
Yeah. We need Mob.
All
He's
right,
so good at that.
she
That's something
last was
Kate couldn't
in-
do. She's not a good fact checker like Mob is. So there you go.
She was in something
Dakota
called...
Fanning's like an adult woman now,
Yeah,
right?
she's like in her
Yeah.
mid-20s, maybe getting close to 30.
She was in something called Vienna in the Phantoms,
Ah, yes.
What?
2020.
Must see.
Yes. Oh, she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? I don't
Oh, that's
remember.
right. She was on the ranch.
That's right.
Okay.
I remember
Oh,
that
that's
now.
right. That's right. I remember that.
Tarantino's like notorious for like bringing in people who like were really famous one time, like in the past, and putting them into their movies.
Yeah.
So
Matthew Perry.
Her list is rough right now. I can't...
She's
I
not
don't
on
even
a
know
good,
any of these movies.
She's not on a good streak. A lot of TV series.
Yeah.
well, she's back.
Wait, she's playing Hillary Clinton in a TV show?
Is she?
I think I did hear that.
It's announced. It's not come out yet.
Okay.
People will love that.
Yeah, I'm
People
sure
love Hillary.
Yeah,
so.
just like
Yeah.
universally loved that Hillary.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Everybody
That's
loves
a
her.
icon, really.
Oh boy. All right, let's move on.
Don't like treading in those waters.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, we might get some weird commenters in here all of a sudden. How dare you? That was a joke.
Yeah, or some like weird people showing up to our house. Did you talk bad about Hillary?
Yeah, or the opposite. Did you even talk about that criminal?
Yeah.
Put a bag over your head. You wake up in the middle of a desert.
Yeah, I'll pass.
That'd be exciting for the content, though.
Yeah.
It would be.
Oh, it'd be
would
great for content.
Who would be the best one to get kidnapped? I think Kenny would be the best one to get
Oh
kidnapped.
yeah, because I would
Kenny, yeah.
complain the whole time.
It'd be a
God, we gotta
classic
kill
case
this
of-
guy.
And he's like filming like videos from the
Yeah.
back of the trunk. He's like, "What's up, guys? Kenny here, CineBoiz."
I would be the worst like person to kidnap because I'd be like, I'm cold. I'm cold in this cell.
put you out in the desert, not because like that was their original plan, just because like they're just tired of hearing you complain.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any snacks?
Yeah, guys, I'm real
Snacks.
hungry.
Maybe some like granola.
I like it's like I kind of like I'm really into Survivor, and it's like I think like yeah I could do that, and then I really think about it, and I'm like I would be miserable, and I would make
Yeah.
everyone else around me miserable.
Yeah, it's
Do
the
you guys
lack
at
of
least
food
have any
for me.
LaCroix? LaCroix is all I need.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I could host Survivor. I could be Jeff Probst.
that's my dream.
Right.
I've told this to my fiance. It's like here's the like I have like a 3-step plan. It's 1, get on Survivor. 2, become a fan favorite. I don't have to win, but like just
Easy.
become a fan favorite. Get invited back for a few more seasons, and then just like Jeff, he's like 60 now. Like he's getting up
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
And so when he retires, I want to have like enough cred to be like, I'll take the job. I've
Right.
got this all planned out.
We're or not even just retires, just gets canceled. Like we're well overdue for like a Jeff Probst scandal. You know?
Yeah,
There's got to be
it's
something
due.
there, too. He's been
Like-
around long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they got Chris Harrison,
Yeah.
they're coming for Probst
Yeah,
next.
Seasoned
Like,
leather glove. Jeff
Yeah.
Probst is accused of
Yeah,
fill in the blank.
right.
yeah.
I just think it's so funny that like the deeper you get into a season, which I'm like a casual watcher. My wife watches it every week.
Mm-hmm.
The deeper you get into the season, the more like dreadful the contestants look, and just like starved and just not like in great spirits. But like Jeff Probst just comes out every time. All right,
Yeah.
up for grabs, immunity idol. Like and a new game that we got.
Yeah.
You can play a card that can send you right home, and it's like, dude, you're too chipper for these people. Like,
Yeah.
read the room, man.
I think the best part about Jeff and what he does better than anybody is he does like the play-by-play while they're doing challenges.
Yes.
And so like on TV, it's great because it's like you get the music, you get the vibe, it's all cut and edited, and then you get Jeff in the background being like, so and so really
Yeah.
falling behind. really falling behind. See if you can catch up
really,
here.
really struggling.
But
you can see it in
when
the veins.
It's got to be so
It's got to
funny.
be the worst
live,
thing when
though.
you're there.
Like someone just fell off a log into a pit of snakes, and Jeff's like, "Oh, and that one's gotta hurt."
Lindsay
Bold
takes
move,
a
Kyle.
hard
Jeff.
fall. Yeah, no shit, Jeff.
Probably letting their entire family down.
Yeah. You really got to pick up the pace. Really got to dig down deep. Jeff,
She
shut
wants
up.
to be an astronaut. I don't think she can do it.
And she has to go all the way to the beginning, completely eliminating any hope she has to win this game.
No, that reminds me. Like, you think Wipeout. You think the contestants can hear what the announcers are saying about them as they're getting like smacked in the groin and falling
they
like 30
should.
feet into the water.
You should.
They
be able
should.
To,
That'd be an
I
extra
don't
good wrinkle.
know.
Yeah. Because that would really because then you have to defeat the mind games.
Yeah.
On top
Not only
of
are you
the
getting hit with a
inflatable
giant
punching
boxing
bag.
glove to the face out of a wall, you got The Rock or
good
whoever's
TV.
commenting like, "Oh, that one has to hurt." And just,
Isn't currently
Like
it's
John
it's John
Cena,
Cena
isn't
and
it?
Nicole Byers?
Okay, I knew it was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Which speaking of ridiculous TV shows, shout out to Holy Moly host for winning NBA Finals MVP the other night, Steph
yes.
Curry.
Yes.
How
about that?
Totally.
Right
There
on.
you go.
Which I think now he might be known for something other than Holy Moly.
Finally.
Finally. Yeah.
Finally. Never knew who that guy was other than Holy Moly.
You guys want to hear some? How many? So you know the show Ridiculousness. I don't know why this popped in my mind, but I saw it.
It's like MTV's, real quick, it's like apparently MTV's most popular show ever.
Yeah.
Which
How
is,
many
blows my mind.
episode do you guys think there are?
Wait,
There's
of
gotta
what
be
show?
They play like
Of
they'll go
ridiculousness.
like 24 straight hours of ridiculousness
Yeah.
sometimes.
How many
So, like,
different
been on
episodes
for a
do you
long
think that
time.
have been made? Yeah, it's been on
Thousands.
for a minute.
oh geez, this is a lot, but I'll say 500.
I'm going
is
to go
a lot.
1,000. I'll say 1,200. It's been on for
I'll
like 10 years.
say 1,000.
There's 890. So Kenny was in the right atmosphere, but 890 shows is so many.
That is so many.
Think
Just
about,
that.
like-
If you film one episode a day, which they probably shoot like 2 or 3.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like if you shoot one episode a day, that's what 2.5 years.
Well, just put it in perspective. Like Friends was on for 10 years, once a week, but there's like 250 episodes of Friends.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Four
that's 10
times as many
seasons.
ridiculousness episodes.
I don't even know anyone that watches MTV or anything like that.
It might still be on. I don't know.
It is still on.
Yeah, they're still making new eps.
It's not going anywhere. It's
Well,
like I
you
said,
should know.
somehow it is
Everyone watching.
MTV's most popular show ever.
That's
I just think
wild.
Chanel
Crazy.
West Coast would be, or like Rob Dyrdek would be one of the funniest like celebrities to see out and like try and get a picture with, just because there was a moment in time where they were super famous and you would still know who they were, but it's like Chanel West Coast. What do you do? You just laugh at people getting hit in the nuts all day. That's
I'm
your
gonna
life.
go to MTV right now. What do we think the odds are that ridiculousness is on TV?
Oh,
right
I bet
now?
it's on.
It's
I guarantee
easily
it.
75% chance.
Yeah, it's
Okay. MTV.
Oh, wow.
oh
What's up? Oh, my new Xfinity remote.
Fancy
My
man.
TV has a
Hashtag
light, so-
ad. It's on. It's on.
yes.
Guaranteed that's what's on.
It is.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
And how long is it going to be on for? Can you look at the guide?
Oh, it's probably all day until
Probably
they
all
have like
day. It's
prime time
Saturday.
viewing.
Okay. Oh, it's on until 1 p.m. There's 3 more episodes until
course.
1 p.m. When Rush Hour comes on.
And then there's probably at like 5 p.m. it comes back on after rush hour, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they play Rush Hour, then Rush Hour 2, then Rush Hour 3.
What? Oh.
Wow. MTV's on a Rush Hour kick.
All right, so I know what I'm doing the rest of the day.
I'm watching some Rush Hour.
There you go.
Hancock.
Ah,
And then another threesome of Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3,
of course.
and then ridiculousness. resumes.
Okay, to finish it, round out the night.
I
3
like
a.m. 3 a.m. tonight.
I like that promotional better though. Catch the threesome of Rush Hour
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
only on MTV.
Well, if you're going to
That's how
watch
MTV
TV
would
today,
promote it too.
Yeah.
You guys, hey teens, you guys like threesomes? We got a
How do you like
threesome
this
of
threesome?
yeah.
Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, and you.
I miss Jackie Chan.
Mm-hmm.
Hope he's doing good.
I think he
Yeah.
is. He's probably
Shout out
alright.
to Jackie Chan.
Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out. And then, just 2 more quick things here. We are getting a Game of Thrones sequel series about Jon Snow, starring Kit Harington. I'm a big Game of Thrones person, so I'm very excited.
Is the general? I'm not a huge Game of Thrones guy, but it feels like no one's wrecked their legacy faster than Game of Thrones. And so are people excited about this?
I am. I mean, here's what's going to happen. Guaranteed. Like, I'm going to get excited. There will be a lot of people excited. Everyone's going to be unhappy when it comes out. Guaranteed. Like, they're going to be so disappointed.
Are.
That's just like those types of fans in general. It's like, it's like Star Wars. It's like everybody gets really excited when a new Star Wars thing gets announced, and then everybody hates it when it comes out.
Yeah.
Speaking of Star Wars, I'm disappointed with Obi-Wan Kenobi thus far.
There you go.
And I think the world is. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan either. It's just, it's not good.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I'm not all caught up yet, but I've been liking it.
I don't know. This most recent episode was kind of brutal.
Oh, okay. I heard the opposite.
Is it Taika Waititi?
Mm-hmm.
He's taken over a new.
He is
new Star Wars
movie,
movies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think it comes out in a couple years.
I saw he's gonna like he's not gonna even touch the whole Skywalker.
It's a whole new story, which
new
I'm excited
characters,
for.
which I think is a good thing.
Oh,
Like
great.
I think it's, because
it's hindered them for sure.
yeah, and I think it's kind of everyone's comparing. This way, if it's still Star Wars, quote unquote, in the world of Star Wars, and you just introduce new characters, I think you can't go wrong there, right?
Well, Taika's going to come up with some weird characters.
And Taika's Taika's just so good at everything. Like everything he touches is gold. So I think I'm excited for that.
Hopefully he's in it as an ancillary character in some capacity.
Yeah.
Because I just love that accent in Star Wars.
Yeah, he's the best.
Oi.
Piss off, Ghost.
Yeah.
And then we got our first look of Ryan Gosling as Ken in the new Barbie movie.
Dude, it freaked me out.
It looks weird.
It was freaky.
I know.
Is he smooth down there?
Yeah.
I would hope that this show,
is that how committed he is?
I do hope that he takes his pants off in the movie at some point.
They do.
It's like
They
that.
do have to have like a nude scene.
Yeah,
They have to have a nude scene in this movie, and they're just covered up.
it's
I'm
Greta.
weirdly excited for the movie though.
Me too.
Like,
well,
I don't know.
It's Greta Gerwig, so it's like Greta's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's
She's an
buzz.
awesome filmmaker, and it's like, what is that? What is the vibe of this movie going to be? Is it just going to be straight silly comedy? Because we haven't seen that from her before. But I would like to see her do it.
I just imagine the music video from the Aqua song. Like that's how I picture this movie.
I hope that's what it is.
Apparently, but I did read they're not putting that song in the movie, which I'm a little.
I wonder if they couldn't get the rights or something.
I don't know. It's Warner Brothers, bro. They can get anything they want.
Aqua would not turn over the rights. They're like,
No,
this song is art.
it's a matter of pride.
We don't want it to be commercialized.
Yeah.
I'm low key. I'm excited for this.
I don't have any
Did anyone
reason-
else make
yeah.
that photo their iPhone background?
Not yet.
I didn't,
But I might.
but
Okay,
idea.
neither did I.
yeah, me neither.
Yeah. I didn't. Well, that's pretty much it we got for the headlines this week, guys. We got through it. A lot of stuff going on.
It's a good. It's summer. Summer as a movie fan is always such a fun
It is
time.
fun. It's a good time. So I guess really the next question would be, Tom, are you inspired?
I actually panicked trying to come up with some trivia today.
Oh
You
no.
panicked.
I was just coming with a lot of ideas, and then I just kind of imploded.
Oh God.
And so I said,
Oh,
you know
shoot.
what? I'm going to need another couple weeks to
Right.
kind of figure that out.
Right.
Yeah. Get your mind right.
Yeah. But
Well, hopefully we don't cause emotional stress. Or
Yeah.
it's really me. I've really discovered I hold myself to the highest of standards. And when I don't feel like I've met them, or if I'm afraid I'm not going to, then I just panic and I freak out.
Oh, I gotcha. Have you thought about therapy?
Yeah, and that's actually how I've learned a lot of this. So
We're getting into it today. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Good luck with that implosion, dude. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, that's okay, man. We're just glad you didn't have a panic attack. But
Yeah.
you got some movie anniversaries for us?
Oh, I absolutely do.
All
Got
right.
some good ones today. I got four, technically five.
5.
Whoa.
So here we go.
Jam packed.
Happy 5-year anniversary to The Big Sick.
Yep.
Wow.
Great
Awesome
film.
movie.
Great movie. I've seen
One
it
of the
like
better
6 times, I
rom-coms.
think. Like it's
Yeah.
like a go-to on Amazon. I don't really like go to Amazon or Prime Video that much,
Yeah.
but it's like something easy to put on. There you go.
Yeah.
I think
And
if
I was-
there's like a perfect overlap of like what my wife and I's movie taste is, it would be The Big Sick.
Yeah, fair.
It's like one that
liked it a
we
lot.
both enjoy as much as we possibly can. And yeah, it's hard to find those. So I feel like one comes out about once every 4 or 5 years. And that was
Yeah.
probably the last one that we both
Really good one.
loved as much. Yeah.
It's hard
Yeah.
to find like pre-jacked Kumail Nanjiani content.
I was just about to say
It's
that.
true. Yeah.
That was
I'm
before.
still not used to it either. to be
Yeah.
That was
honest.
like Jonah Hill and Moneyball. You
Yeah.
know, like it was like his
Yeah.
last like fat movie.
Yeah.
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 They really
Although I
thinned
think
out.
he's gotten a little pudgier again.
I don't know.
Jonah
dude.
Hill.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good,
yeah.
good for him.
Jonah
I
Hill.
think.
Now we
yeah.
need to
Just,
get Kumail on that diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the funny thing
Kumail-
is, he's probably gonna get kind of pudgy at some point because it's hard to maintain that.
Well,
Oh,
apparently,
yeah.
from what I understand, he has not stopped. So he got in really good shape for Eternals.
Well, that's the
and he
problem.
just
Once you
won't-
do it, you can't stop.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
then you just kind of inflate a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that muscle turns to fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
But what else
Or
we
like
got?
every
Tom?
like good-looking
Yeah.
high school football player,
Yes.
like in their 40s, is now like just a.
This is a
fraud.
really random
Who's it?
reference,
Yeah.
and Austin might be the only one that knows this, but that's what happened. That's what happened to Rennie Knott, St. Louis sportscaster. He was just jacked. Do you even know
Yeah.
who Rennie Knott is? And now he talks about it too. He's like, yeah, I wish I'd never gotten so jacked because now I'm just fat.
Yeah, because and that's what happens. It just like you have a thick neck,
You get the neck, and it just kind of,
and then you just get a fat neck.
Yeah. It sags.
and that's talking Rennie Knott.
Yeah. A new part of the podcast.
Yeah.
That should be a segment every
Yeah.
week.
Talk-
Hope
Talking
he
Rennie
sees
Knott.
this. Yeah. Great guy. I've only heard good things.
All right. Happy 10-year anniversary to Rock of Ages.
Oh.
Rock of Ages. Rock
Is
of
that
Ages.
Tom Cruise musical?
Tom Cruise
Cruise.
musical.
Oh.
I did not see it.
Tom
It
Cruise.
Looked
there.
bad. Cruisical.
That was
Nice.
probably at the height of Tom
Brilliant.
Cruise's like weirdness, I would say.
Yeah.
10 years ago,
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely.
His like kind of bad movie phase.
Was Rock of Ages or Top Gun Maverick, which is the better Tom Cruise movie?
Ooh, that's a toss-up.
Hard to say.
Ah,
Okay, here's a
Top Gun.
is Top Gun Maverick in the conversation of best sequels of all time? Because I think it
Yes.
is.
Absolutely.
If
Yeah.
we're
I
I
talking
think
better
one is
purely-
Godfather 2, obviously.
It's better than the original,
Mhm.
and I can't stop thinking about it.
It's purely like in the sense of like quality of content, it might be the best because Top Gun 1, went back and watched it. It's really not that good.
So that's what I was thinking. Is it the best? Is it the best sequel that's like better than the original? If you know what I'm trying to say. Like, there's a pretty big gap there when you go back and see them.
I think there's a pretty big gap between Terminator 2 and Terminator 1.
Yeah.
but
That's a
I
good
think,
one.
but I
That's a
Top
good
Gun.
one.
I think Top Gun does eclipse that though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
because I think it's an even bigger gap between the original to Maverick.
Yeah.
And Top Gun's, you do have to go back and watch it now because there's that nostalgia factor that people just think, oh, Top Gun, awesome
Yeah.
80s movie.
Yeah.
Love it. And then you go back and you're like, oh.
It was good
No.
for the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
My only, and this look, no offense to Nerf Murph, but my
Oh,
only critique of Top Gun Maverick is when they're playing the dual football.
Mhm.
They're playing
scene
with
was weird.
Nerf footballs.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like you're in the Navy, you got to have like an old like leather like an actual football.
Yeah.
What they should have done, they should have just played Spike Ball. That would have been way more exciting.
It would have been, yeah.
Ooh,
Very
those
relevant.
bodies and some spike ball. Ooh,
Yeah.
There we go.
Offense and defense at the same time. It's pretty
Yeah.
much.
I think
that.
I think the football scene was the only scene in the movie where I was like, "Come on, Tom! Like you had to play a sport shirtless with a bunch of people who are 30 years younger than you. Like, come on!"
I think that's
This
what
was
the
not-
people wanted, though. Is it Top Gun without a shirtless sports scene?
Like, apparently not. There's only 2 movies, and we're 2 for 2.
Yeah. So
So
there you go.
My co-host in the mornings, that was like her biggest takeaway from the movie was who was shirtless and who wasn't, and she
Yep.
was like, and she rattled off a list on the show, and it was like
Whoa.
the only one that wasn't that she wishes was John Hamm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. I would have asked to have been if I were cast in the movie. I would have asked to have been shirtless, and then they would have told me no.
Yeah. You know what? Why don't you keep the tank top on?
It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
they would have been
In
like,
fact, go ahead and put sleeves on.
the producers would have been like, "Yeah, you're fine in your
You know what?
own context of
You're
life.
good. You're good. Let's just get this guy in a wetsuit, please.
Yeah,
We-
Can we get a
we've
parka for
already-
Kenny.
Yeah.
We've already had a goose, so get out of here.
Yeah. So,
All right.
what else we got, Tom?
Happy 25-year anniversary to first one, Face Off
Yes.
and Hercules, the Disney animated flick.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a solid one.
Came out.
You know what's
same
funny about
day.
Face Off is now I think more of the Andy Samberg SNL skit where he talks
Yeah.
about Face Off than the actual movie.
What? Remind me. I don't know if I remember that.
He does the segment called "In the Cage" where he's Nicolas Cage,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't remember exactly what he says about Face Off. Do you remember, Tom?
I don't, because they did like
have to look it
quite
up.
a few of those.
Yeah.
There's always like some actual celebrity with them too.
Mm-hmm.
Face Off, I will say this. It's a classic, but I only remember two things about it. And that is the absurdly large number of doves in that movie. A lot of doves. And then also this thing.
Yeah. Yep. That's what
I think
that's what I think.
Like
isn't it-
rubbing your hand on like your like kid's face,
Yep.
which like watching that during the pandemic, like it was like that's not. I don't think we can do that anymore.
Sometimes I think Tom Brady might do that to his kids. It kind of seems like a Brady.
Tom Brady is definitely a.
Yeah.
I actually watched it for the first time like a month ago, and isn't it a John Woo movie?
Yeah, so that's where the
But
doves come in.
I think that's where the doves come in.
Yeah, like if you see any John Woo movie, there's
Yeah.
just like just birds.
Doves everywhere.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Doves
Mission
are like,
Impossible
yeah,
2, doves.
It's like
Yeah.
they get the name on the marquee too. It's like Nick
Yeah.
Cage, John Travolta.
doves.
Doves as doves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I have one more. For
One
us.
more.
Bonus.
Happy 30-year anniversary to Batman Returns.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Solid.
That is, and do you remember the promotional stuff? Are you guys old enough to remember the promotional stuff leading up to that movie?
The
McDonald's.
Bat, the cat,
McDonald's.
the penguin.
I remember
They
the
had-
Batman Forever McDonald's stuff, but I don't think
Mm-hmm.
I was old enough to remember the Batman Returns stuff.
Oh man, they had Happy Meal toys. They had like special cups that you could buy, and it came
Yeah.
out around Christmas. So
Uh-huh.
Batman Returns, forget Die Hard. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
It is.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
actually, so it came out in June, but it's took place over Christmas.
Okay. Well, and so,
Okay,
so it is
nerd.
essentially Die Hard because Die Hard also
This is
It is
my
Die
job.
Hard.
This
Exactly
is my
Die
job.
Hard.
Yeah.
Die Hard came out in the summer.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, it is the anniversary.
Yeah.
Wasn't Batman Returns? Isn't that the one that Madonna was rumored to have played Catwoman instead of?
I think
Michelle
so.
I think that was a rumor.
Yeah.
Well,
I think of that.
I know that
Michelle
didn't
Pfeiffer.
happen.
But that is a good point,
It
though,
didn't
Austin.
happen.
I might add that to my roster of Christmas flicks this year because I always forget about
It's
it.
a good one.
Oh yeah. It's a great.
Danny DeVito, one of the
that
better
and Lethal
villains we've
Weapon
ever
too.
seen.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. And that's going to bring us to the end, guys. We had so much to talk about. It was a jam-packed episode. But, again, we are the CineBoiz podcast, part of the Cork Bats I said I said part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network. You can check out our podcast anywhere podcasts are found. Be sure to follow us here on Twitch. And then you can also follow the Cork Bats YouTube page or subscribe to the Cork Bats YouTube page to find us there. And then be sure to check us out on social media at the CineBoiz at Twitter and Instagram. And be sure to check out corkbats.com as well as Corkbats on social media at Corkbats on Twitter and Instagram. Austin, thank you so much.
TikTok now too.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
Really?
What's
Oh.
TikTok?
Oh,
Ticking and talking.
boy.
Yeah, baby.
boys,
It's happening.
we're growing on TikTok.
It's
a little
happening.
bit.
Youths.
It's
Youths are
happening.
coming.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
It's just me doing a bunch of dances. That's the.
That's all we want. So,
Yeah, I'm in on that. Yeah, give
Yeah.
us that.
well, Austin, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll have you back again soon. We will not be here next week. We're off. Summer's tough.
Vacation month.
Summer
Yeah.
is tough.
Yeah.
But we'll try to be as consistent as possible. But in the meantime, be sure to check out corkbats.com because there's always good content there. And then I think that's pretty much it. I think we're done. Did anybody have
do we have
anything?
any reviews on the way?
We do have a review, so we'll have a couple reviews hopefully soon. Brian and Charles review will be coming soon. A little smaller movie. I don't think it's a wide release, but it's
But the guy
fantastic.
that builds a robot, right?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
fantastic. And then we'll have a review for Hustle pretty soon as well.
Ooh, yeah.
I do need to watch
Been
that.
sitting on that one. So we'll have Hustle and Brian and Charles coming soon. I guess Lightyear came out this weekend. Maybe we should go see that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that'll come soon. But yeah, we got some reviews. They'll be on corkbats.com, and you can also just go check out our Jurassic World Dominion review up now. But that's it. You guys have anything else you need to say?
Sure don't.
Okay.
Nope.
No, nothing.
Okay. Then goodbye.
Bye, boys.
Bye-bye.